the first of 3 from anybody but the Yankees, thank goodness. It's the Marlins in town, and that's good news unto itself. We'll explain that in just a minute as the Braves are looking to get back into the win column against their rivals from the Eastern Division. We'll take you right up the first pitch, just under 39 minutes from now, according to our Domino's Tracker Countdown clock. Track your pizza delivery at Domino's.com. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jerome Jaranovich, along with Matt Diaz. We do have a lefty-righty combination to open up today's game, just not the right-handed pitcher that you were expecting. Our AT&T U-verse starting pitchers as we take a look at the 2 guys who will start on the mound today. And for Miami, it is Chris Narveson making his first road start of the season. He got shelled against the Pirates recently. And it is Shelby Miller opening up for Atlanta a day earlier. This is actually his day in the rotation, but he was supposed to be watching, like all of us, Mike Foltynewicz open up on the hill. Folty will not give it a go tonight. For more on that, let's send you downstairs to find out the reason why the hard-throwing right-hander is out of action. Here's Jen.
Well, Jerome, Shelby Miller certainly received a little surprise when the Braves coaches approached him this afternoon and asked if he could go in place of scheduled starter Mike Foltynewicz, because Folty, it turns out, is under the weather. So I asked Freddie Gonzalez when he found out he was going to have to make a change.
This afternoon, Folty came in. He had some viral symptoms. He had a high fever and just couldn't, sore all over. So our training staff said, hey, we shouldn't be pitching this guy. So we had a scramble, and luckily that we had given with the off day, we kind of give everybody an extra day. But so Millsy goes on his normal day today, and then we needed a spot starter on Wednesday. Now we're gonna need 2. We're gonna need one tomorrow, and we're gonna need one Wednesday, and we'll figure out that tomorrow and Wednesday. We'll get through it. We'll see what happens today.
That's right. So now for the Braves probables for the next 2 nights, it says undetermined for both Tuesday and Wednesday. But as Freddie Gonzalez said a little bit later, if this was going to happen, now is not really a bad time for it to happen. As you may have heard him say, Shelby Miller is on normal rest thanks to the day off last week. And the rosters expand tomorrow. So more help is on the way. That gives the Braves a lot more options. Freddie said you could see Manny Benuelos come in and start one of the games Tuesday or Wednesday. Benuelos has pitched just 2 innings in each of his last 2 appearances for Gwinnett, so not sure how long he could go. But as Freddie said, that's a problem to figure out for tomorrow. Right now, it's about Shelby Miller and how he does tonight. When Roger McDowell approached Shelby today, Shelby said, I'm fine, I can go. But I asked Julio Teheran how hard that would be as a fellow starter to find out on the day of the start that you were headed out there. And Julio said, yeah, I've never had to do it. That's the first thing I asked Shelby. It's the first time Shelby's going to have to do it. So I guess we'll see how he fares. But who knows, fellas? Maybe this is just what Shelby needs to snap that winless streak.
Maybe. You have a great point there, Jen. Sometimes when you come in, you least expect it, you play your best. It is kind of difficult, man.
Absolutely difficult. Shelby Miller has been the Braves' best pitcher. He leads the team in innings pitched, strikeouts, complete games, shutouts. But he does have this thing looming over him in the 18 consecutive starts without a win. That's ridiculous for a guy with the talent and the numbers that he's been putting up this year. However, the Braves have given him a lead in his last few outings, and he has been unable to hold it, as shown here against the Rockies. He did it against the Cubs as well. The Braves gave him a lead. If the Braves come out early tonight, though, and give him a lead, the fact that Shelby hasn't had time to sit around and think about pitching all day, it might actually be a benefit.
Well, we'll see. He has gone up against the Marlins many times already this season. He's 2-1 against them. Let's find out if that will factor into tonight's game. Because remember, he almost no-hit him down in Florida. For more on that, here are the guys who will call the action, Chip and Joe.
Hey, Jerome, thank you very much. And by the way, we've got the hit and full Matt Diaz in the ballpark. You know that strikes fear in the hearts of the Miami Marlins. Matty Diaz, one of the best hitters of all time by the Braves against the Fightin' Fish. And they are the right team at the right time, it would appear, Joe. The Braves have a winning record against the Marlins. They're playing them in their home ballpark. Maybe tonight, the Braves start a streak in positive fashion.
They've dominated the Fish all summer long, especially in Miami, where they've gone undefeated. But overall, the Braves are 10-3. against Miami this year. They've outscored them, they've outpitched them, and especially in the starting ERA department, outstanding difference there for the Atlanta Braves and an advantage going into this series. The Fish are going to throw 3 left-handed starters at the Braves in this series. The Braves are 10-14 against left-handed starters on the year, but with the rosters expanding, there may be some flexibility there. I don't know who's getting called up, but it could be with the way Bobby's formulated his lineup tonight. He's got Gomes in the left, and with Bethancourt behind the plate, things might be a little different in terms of that win-loss record if they see these 3 lefties.
One last note on the Yankees series. Carryover effect for these young players after what New York did to the Braves in the 3-game series. Is that by the boards now?
I think it might be just from the feeling of being humiliated. The 2 games especially where the Yankees scored 15 and then scored 20. I think they're probably wanting to go out there and, if nothing else, prove that we're a whole lot better than what we showed over the weekend. And for that, they've got some incentive.
Well, let's see if it happens tonight. Pretty night for baseball. We'll see what the Braves can do with Chris Narveson, who's back from Japan, back in the starting rotation for an injury-riddled Marlins pitching staff in Game 1 tonight. Jerome, Matty, back to you guys.
Fellas, the only lasting carryover from the Yankee series is Matt's beard. It was all black on Friday. Now you can see it is just peppered. There's a lot of salt in there. All right. Our Hyundai starting lineups, as you heard just say. You have Andrelton Simmons there, who's hitting very, very well. Johnny Gomes will get the start out in left, being a right-hander. Christian Bethancourt behind the plate. And Simmons is the man that we want to keep our eye on, Matt, because our inside look presented by the 2015 Toyota Tundra takes a look at the largest increase in on-base percentage from last year to this year, and only the Rockies all-star second baseman DJ LeMahieu higher in the National League than Andrelton, who has been on a roll as of late.
Andrelton has been on a roll in his last 17 games. He's batting .333 with 9 walks. For a guy as aggressive as Andrelton, that's as impressive as anything else. That puts his on-base percentage over 400. But it's longer than a 17-game hot streak. It's been 30 games he's been hitting over 300 and 14 walks in those 30 games. Andrelton really has bought into the Kevin Slicer mentality of staying up the middle, going the other way, and it has paid huge dividends for the guy who's mainly known for his glove.
When he's not hitting homers, he's hitting. When he hits homers, he starts pulling everything in the average Plymouth. We'll see what he does tonight. Now, of course, as you saw on the lineups, that man is not in there. Michael Bourne will start in center tonight. We will hear how much longer Cameron Maybin is going to be on the outside looking in from the start of a game.
Busy day, huh?
Yep, our annual clearance event really brings them in. I can barely keep up by myself. 0% APR financing. Tons of amazing inventory. Only happens once a year. Hologram number 17 seems to have gone rogue. I'm the real Jan now. 0%, 0%.
Right now at the Toyota annual clearance event. Get a 2-year, no-cost maintenance lease on a new 2015 Toyota RAV4 XLE for $219 a month.
It's all yours.
Thanks, Jan.
Toyota, let's go places.
We sent 2 women into a real guy's night out to see if they could find the guy who uses Just for Men. It's me.
No way. I've had no clue.
Just for Men gives you a natural gray-free look in just 5 minutes.
It's really good.
Great-looking hair made easy. Just for Men.
Need new tires? Right now at Pep Boys, when you get 3 Falcon, Cooper, or Hankook tires, you get the 4th tire free instantly. Plus, get no interest and paid in full within 12 months on your Pep Boys credit card. Trust the boys to get you there.
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't find anything.
Just when I think it's just not going to work, this woman that works there comes over and asks,
Can I help you?
and he was so happy to do it.
Amazing, right?
I never would have expected, would have thought.
That anyone would find that.
Do that.
Make that.
Go out of their way for me. Right then, right there. I couldn't believe it. He was so helpful. I know it's such a
Small thing. Little thing.
simple thing, but it made me smile.
Made me happy.
Made my day.
Share your story. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Get a good look. Because this is the last you'll see of the 2015 Nissans.
Now's your final opportunity this summer to get in on the excitement of our 2015 models during Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. For a limited time on select models, get up to $1,000 bonus cash on top of existing offers.
And get a good look at the totally redesigned Maxima.
Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Hi, I'm Brian Jordan, and you're watching Braves Baseball on Sports South.
And And we welcome you back into Braves Live. Braves fans making their way into Turner Field for this series opener against the Marlins as the Braves try to finish off this homestand on a positive note. Well, one positive that the Braves can take into this game are Michael Bourne's numbers against Miami starter Chris Narveson. Bourne is 5 for 10 in his career against Narveson, so hopefully that's something that can bode well. That's part of the reason Bourne is in the lineup and in center field tonight. The other is that Cameron Maybin has been dealing with some nagging injuries that will keep him out of the lineup for the second straight game.
You know, you play through stuff all year, here and there, but just one of those things where, you know, a few things are barking a little bit more than usual. Again, you know, I always feel like I'm ready to go, even with that said. But, you know, whenever you can get a day, I guess you take it. But, again, I'm always ready to go, ready to play, ready to make an impact. So hopefully I get a chance to get in there tonight. But if not, you know, be another day to rest my body.
So in talking to Cameron and to Fredi Gonzalez, there's a couple things at play here. One, there are about 5 outfielders that Fredi's trying to get some time, trying to get some at-bats, and that's part of the reason you'll get to see Michael Bourne and Johnny Gomes start tonight against the Marlins. And then the other is just trying to make sure in this long season that Cameron Maybin's taking care of himself. He's not going to ask to come out of the game. You could probably tell that by the way he was talking there. Fredi told me he pretty much had to talk Cameron into taking a little more time off, but Maybin was 0 for 11 in his last 3 games, so maybe some things were bothering him a little bit. And as we throw it back up to the guys in the booth, Jerome, Matt, maybe this is just what Cameron needed, a little bit of a break.
Maybe, Jen, because he's the kind of guy, as you said, that doesn't want to come out. And sometimes you got to force those guys out for a couple of days. What's this mean, though, for a Braves lineup? Fortunately, we got Bourne in that trade with the Indians a little while ago. What does it mean for this team not to have him in? Because when he's in, he's hitting.
Well, he is probably the second most complete offensive player the Braves had behind Nick Markakis. He's top 3 in so many categories, including leading the team in steals by a lot, second in home runs, second in hits, third in at-bats. He's been in there offensively, defensively. He has resurrected his career, and you can see how much he does not want to come out. He wants to keep it going. But that 0 for 11 might give Fredi a little leeway to go ahead and get some of the guys some at-bats. This is more of a time of year, unfortunately, that the Braves are in a situation where they just need to find out what they have. And Maybin has shown them all year what he is. And now we get to see what Michael Bourne is and some of the other guys as well.
Yeah, coming out season for Cameron Maybin, he doesn't have anything to prove to anybody. We know what he'll be able to do going forward from here. Well, it's the trade deadline day, the final one of the season. Come and gone. Look at who is still in a Braves uniform. Maddie will break that down. Tell us about it next, coming up.
It is a little awkward being on the market again, but I actually tried the online thing, which, I don't know. I guess I'm just hoping for a caring and nurturing relationship, you know, one that's going somewhere. Like I take them where they're going, and they buy me Chevron with Techron. I mean, you know, what can I say? I'm a romantic.
Your car takes care of you. Care for it. Chevron with Techron. Care for your car.
All right, now I just look desperate.
Carly posts.
Breaking up with the longest relationship I've ever had. Hashtag sad but true.
Good riddance, Carly.
Hashtag 96 months too long.
Oh, the car. Right. Well, now's the perfect time to head over to the Honda Summer Clearance event. We've got great deals on the Honda Civic, the best-selling car in its class. So ditch that loser. Hey. Still talking about the car. Oh.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
First night at our new house. Exciting!
Moving is frustrating, but moving your DirecTV isn't. Simply call before you move and upgrade to a new Genie, our most advanced HD DVR system ever. Now, one box serves your entire home, so you can record 5 shows at once and watch them in every room of your new house. The DirecTV Movers deal. Call and ask about all the benefits today.
Vivint is all about redefining the home experience through our smart home technology, our security, data storage, wireless internet, and solar technology.
The combination of both having a technical background and being great at customer service is what makes ITT students so compelling for us.
Scholarships and financial aid are available for students who qualify. Call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
I'm Christina Fitzpatrick. You're watching Braves Baseball on Sports South.
Braves Live is brought to you by AT&T UVerse and by Hyundai. First of 3 with the Marlins. Time to take a look at our Cholula Hot Sauce Flamethrower of the day. And that is one Aroydis Vizcaíno, who has 6 strikeouts and 7 strikeouts in his last 6 innings pitched. Aroydis looking very much like the closer of the future for your Atlanta Braves. He is not going anywhere anytime soon. However, with the final trade deadline coming and going now, surprises that there are veterans on this club that could help a contender, but they are still here. So our Delta asked the analysts, namely A.J. Brzezinski and Johnny Gomes, how happy is a player when they are the speculation, the name in trade rumors, and the next thing you know, September 1st comes and goes, and they're still on the team?
There are so many mixed emotions this time of year. You're excited to get traded if you are a veteran on a team like the Braves is rebuilding, because you're only going to get traded to a contender. If you are a prospect in the minor league system, you are on pins and needles hoping that your name is called when the rosters expand. And if you're a Braves fan, you're wondering, are we going to get a sneak peek at a Malik Smith or a Hector Oliveira? I mean, you don't know who's coming up, when the rosters expand. Is Benuelos going to come off the DL? This could just be an exciting time for so many different types of people in the game of baseball.
You surprised that AJ and Gomes are still here?
Honestly, personally, yes. They could, to me, they can both help a playoff team down the stretch, and I'm surprised that the Braves haven't gotten something for both of them.
We're thankful that they're still here.
Very
we can
thankful,
tell you
yes.
that. I'm really surprised with AJ's numbers that he's still in a Braves uniform. All right, well, Jace Peterson, another one of those young guys. You know he's not going anywhere for quite some time. We'll catch up with Chase, who has just turned in one of those seasons that has everybody very, very happy with.
See the Braves take on their NL East rivals, the New York Mets. Thursday, September 10th through Sunday the 13th at Turner Field. On Thursday night, the first 20,000 fans through the gates will get a Julio Teheran bobblehead presented by Grady Hospital. Plus, don't miss Friday Night Fireworks, the #1 fireworks show in the South. And on Sunday, get to the park early for alumni autographs before the game, and kids run the bases after the game. For tickets, visit Braves.com today.
Lease a BMW 320i sedan for $369 a month with 0 due at signing.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
Incredibly reliable. And I'm changing my fantasy lineup as we speak.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our lives.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a 1-year term.
Being detected was not an option. If I was recognized, the whole operation was blown. The element of surprise was imperative.
Wow. He won't even recognize you. Seriously. I don't even recognize myself.
And thanks to my Cash Rewards credit card from Navy Federal with never expiring rewards, it's gonna be a killer honeymoon.
Woo! Maui!
Boom.
Open to the Armed Forces, the DoD, and their families. Navy Federal Credit Union.
In honor of 50 years of Atlanta Braves baseball, we take you back to this date in 2011. Chipper Jones hit the 450th home run of his soon-to-be Hall of Fame career off John Lennon in a 3-1 knocking off of the Nats. He hit 18 that season. That's also the same day that we reacquired Matt Diaz here in Atlanta. Matt's claiming a tip helped Chipper hit number 450. Chipper's somewhere in Florida just shaking his head saying, I seriously doubt that, Matt. All right. Well, remember when Jace Peterson was struggling with that 0 for 18 drought? Next thing you know, that is gone by the wayside. Here he is telling Jen, after just 27 games at the big league level last season, How long does this season seem to be going for him, getting ready for his 119th start of 2015?
It's been a long year, but it's been a fun year, and I can only imagine the last few days going to go by so quick. So you got to enjoy it while it's here, and continue to work, continue to enjoy it, continue to have fun, because it really does go by fast. You hear it all when you're in the off season. Hey, the season's going to be over before you know it, and before you know it, the season's here, and that we're at this point where, hey, we got what, 30, 40 games left. So it's definitely winding down, but it's been fun, and I'm continuing to learn, continue to get better. So I'm enjoying it.
What has helped you? Because I know you've always said from day one you're going to continue to work, but at this point you also mentioned having fun. Is it important to find that balance day in, day out as the days keep going on?
Absolutely. It's a tough game we play. I mean, it's not a definitely on the mind. It can be, you can do everything right in baseball and not get rewarded at all, and you can do everything wrong and actually get a hit or whatever the case may be. So it's definitely a tough game, but at the end of the day, you got to make it to what it is. And we have a clubhouse and type of guys around here that have fun and enjoy each other. So when you come to work every day, you get to be with friends, you get to be with some of your brothers, and at the end of the day, that's what really matters. And you go on the field and you put the work in the prior day before or during the day, and then you go out and play and really let that take over. So it's definitely fun, and I think the more you can enjoy your teammates, definitely make it a lot better.
Is there an area for you that you would say you feel proud of, that's an area that you could say, look, I feel like I've shown some good improvement here, and maybe it's even just somewhere in preparation or somewhere on the field?
You know, I try to get better every year in all aspects of my game, but to pick point one, I don't really know. I think defensively I'm playing good. I think offensively I'm playing pretty good. I want to definitely cut back on the strikeouts. That's one thing I'm going to take care of this offseason and work hard at, and there's no reason I should strike out that many times, so I'm going to continue to improve in that area. But other than that, I think that I'm playing pretty good, and just I'm not happy, not settled at all, and want to get better for sure, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Matt, what's the biggest piece of advice you have for a player like Chase, who's grinding through 119, 130 games now for a team when he hasn't played that many in a full season?
Well, he hasn't played that much baseball, period. This is only his 4th year of being a full-time baseball player. He was an athlete first and baseball player second, being a college football player. I am a big Jace Peterson believer, and he is trending up. In his last 5 games, he's batting .353 with 3 walks. The thing that impressed me most about that interview with Jen right there, Jerome, was the fact that he talked about the mental part of the game. It's a mental grind, almost like hosting a show with you, Jerome. He has to get through it day by day, and he talked about getting mentally tougher and able to handle it better. So I am a big believer in Jace Peterson. I believe the Braves front office is too. I think we have quite a few years of watching him develop into a full-time baseball player.
Co-hosting with me is a mental grind. That is the quote of the day by one Matt Diaz, who did, by the way, have 2 hits in that game back in 2011 when Chipper hit number 450.
Thank you for mentioning that.
He once said on the record. There you have it.